What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. Guys, we have two codes as promised your way. They're coming. They're coming this morning. So if you are a supporter, please remember to check this morning for these two last codes. And if you're not a supporter, guys, hit that support button, get yourselves in. Now, remember, guys, these codes are very limited, so get them while they're hot. And also, don't forget, the season's coming to an end, so you're going to have to extend in order for me to continue sending you further codes down the line. And this way, when you do extend, next season, you don't have to worry about doing the whole support again. It's already done for you. So make sure you log in, guys, into your account and hit that extend button and continue getting codes throughout the entire season. Want to say big shout out to everyone who supported. Also, don't forget to join the Discord to get your local daily prizes, which is talking to us, and then of course the season prizes, which is a monetary value to any supporter, my top 100, and then of course my top number 1. So again, thank you guys for the support. Let's get on with the video, folks. Welcome back to another video. All right, we're gonna make this one simple. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with this one, guys. All right, let's talk a little bit about essence stones and things that are going on right now, how you want to prepare yourself for the upcoming update, what matters right now, and how you're going to reap the benefits here as a player, as somebody who's brand new and somebody who is coming back into the game, for example, what you want to do to get yourself ready for essence stones. Yes, essence stones is something that we're all struggling with. It's something that's kind of been a problem for all of us. And I can assure you guys of a couple things. Number one, the idea of not having essence stones has been a problem for a lot of people. Like, we're all kind of struggling without essence stones. We're all in the same boat, guys, I promise you. And I have done my best, my darndest, to make sure that you guys, that we as a community get some form of essence stones recovery. And it's been a problem. It's been a problem. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's one of those things where I've even contacted CM Prism this morning to be like, hey bro, like, as community manager, I think it's time to do something else about this, because we as a community are suffering. Everyone is broke, and things are going to be coming down the pipe that are probably going to require quite a bit more essence stones than ever before. And in this case, what I'm referring to is the evolution. Okay, so I made a video on evolution. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about it, because I don't think that evolution is going to affect Sung Jin Woo. Personally, I think it's going to affect only hunters. And if, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, so I'm just going to say it now so you guys don't get affected by this. If you don't want to listen to the next minute, if you guys read the manhwa, you guys know that Norma, I believe that's her name, is Norma. She she can break people's limits, right, and make them stronger. But if you guys recall, when she did Sung Jin Woo's limit break, he was limitless, right? So she was shocked at the fact that she met somebody with that much power. She had no way of increasing, because he just can't be increased. He just has too much power in general. So he's limitless, right? So I think that when it comes down to this evolution line, if you haven't checked out the video, go check it out. I feel like we're going to require quite a bit more essence stones, and it's, whatever they're implementing is going to be very pay to win. It's going to be very pay to win, in my opinion. And if it's not pay to win, it's going to be something that we're going to need a lot of time and patience for. Like, I've always said this before, Netmarble is pressing the reset button on the game, right? Whether that's good or bad to you is up to you as a player. There's obviously double-edged sword here. It can be good and it can be bad, and it's something that we have to kind of consider, that these guys are going to do whatever they need to do to milk the community. But I've said this to CM Prism. I said we have to really start pushing back at the devs not providing the resources they used to provide. This game, back then, was the most free-to-play friendly game, and I used to tote that. I can't say that anymore, right? Because there's no definitive way now to get essence stones outside of what we currently have, and it's not enough, right? So I'm currently doing Battlefield the trials, guys. The new ones, I'm trying to get it done to get as many essence stones under my belt as I can. And the problem is they're coming up with so many good units that you can't skip anybody. One good thing I will say is some of these units can be used to some decent potential at a really lower ascension rate, but for the most part, a lot of these units are still going to require the A5 capacity, right? And honestly, Elena coming out was a scummy move, because this is the first time they've introduced a hunter that affects indirectly a DPS, and they affect directly an infuser. Infusers are already must-haves, but now if you're going to bring out units that affect the infuser's damage or the infuser's output of damage, then now it's going to make everybody else, including supports, a must-have unit. So which means we are going to dry out. This is the first time in 2 months that I've saved enough to have only 58k. I had 67, granted. I did use some of it to try to summon for Elena. I didn't get it, but it's definitely a problem. So guys, please note, I have contacted CM Prism as a community manager, and I've told them, hey guys, like, this is a problem for us. We have not gotten anything for months for essence stones codes. We haven't, and I understand they're giving us 12 SSRs. They're going to give us some weapons. This is the anniversary though, guys. Like, this anniversary cannot repeat last year's anniversary, and I truly mean that. If you guys weren't here for the first year anniversary, the rewards were top tier. The rewards were top tier, and it looks like they're doing it again. The rewards are going to be top tier. So I'm not taking that away from the game, but what I am saying is, even if the rewards are top tier, you have to have content that's available, and you have to have us be able to summon, especially if you're releasing two characters. Two characters are being released from what I'm seeing at the same time, or at least back to back. So we're going to need the ability to summon on this. And this is a major, major problem. And they're not characters that people don't want. These are characters people absolutely want to have, you know, on their roster. Like Myro, and then we have Antoine, who's a national level hunter, and then following that we have ourselves Liu. This is like a big deal for a lot of people, and I'm sorry to say, guys, the retention of players is really bad right now because the inability for whales to also get some assistance, right? These whales have paid so much money in order to stick around. So I really hope the devs see this and they look at us and be like, okay, you know what? If we're going to hit the reset button, I don't want to double down and make the game even more pay to win. I want to make this game fair, because that's one thing this game was really good at, is being fair, right? And that's something, as a content creator, I was really proud to represent the game that actually took care of their community and was actually fair to the community. And I'm not going to lie, these are the devs that made Netmarble look good. They did. They made Netmarble look good. So what do you guys need to do for Essence Stones, guys, right now? Sorry about my little rant there. I just got to say this. I do want you guys to know I am looking out for you. I am doing my best to contact CM Prism as much as possible and just not be annoying about it, but, you know, talk about it enough where it's like he understands. And I know he understands. So Prism is, if you don't know, CM Prism is our community manager. I have a good, profound respect for that man, because I know how much effort he puts into like the live streams and keeping us updated and putting collabs together. But at the same time, like I want us as a community to also have, you know, a say in what happens. I think we have every right to. We pay these guys, we put money in their pockets, and our word should go the furthest, you know? So I'm really hoping that CM Prism sees this, and I'll make sure he does, and that we get some form of, you know, say in terms of like how we feel, and that the devs listen. Because honestly, when's the last time we had a dev live stream with good codes? It's been a while, right? So if they're not going to give us a good dev live stream with codes, then make sure that this live stream, that the Sharp live stream provides that. And if that's not happening, we got to say something. Anyways, I digress. So do your story modes, guys. New expert just came out. Do the new Battlefield of Trials. Make sure you're always on your BOTs, the Battlefield of Trials and Battlefield of Times. It's a great source of Essence Stones. Your Architect's Test is being reset. Make sure you're doing your PODs, because that's going to provide it, and make sure you join a good guild. Now, speaking of guilds, I want to say this real quick. If you're still watching, thank you for still watching for my rants. I apologize. Ragnarok is currently rebuilding and rebranding. So guys, if you are looking for a good guild to join, a high-end guild, Ragnarok currently has 11 spots left. If you are somebody who can hit about 240, 250 RC right now, feel free to join. Come join the Discord, talk to myself or Therian, hopefully Therian, or Kazuto, who is the ex-leader. He's going to be leader again once he's out of the hospital. Shout out to my man for you know, hope he feels better. But come join us here, plus Hades and every other guild on my roster is always looking for good players. So if you're somebody who's active and wants to be part of the community and wants to join, please hit that button, come join our Discords, and make sure you look for a good guild to join. We're always open to recruiting good players and people who are dedicated to the game and those who want to stick around. All right, so yeah. Essence Stones Draught, guys, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So try to work on your trophies, get it up as much as you can. Do yourself a favor and get yourself ready for the new content coming up, and try to save, try to save a little bit. Try to get yourself, in a good position. Wow, I just got destroyed there. Get in a good position to have Essence Stones ready with two units, and then a third unit who is I probably say the most sought after unit since this game ever dropped. But Thomas is coming, and everybody wants to save for Liu. Everybody does. So in order for us to succeed, we need the infuser, right? The infuser has to be in this game. If we don't have an infuser, if you skip on Antoine, guys, you're screwing yourself over. And if Liu is in fact the fire DPS that everybody wants him to be, then we're all in a good position, because then fire finally has a little bit of something they can sink their teeth into. But we'll have to see what they do. I got to focus on this. This is kicking my ass. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.